I've seen your logo tattooed many times on people. You posted a photo of somebody's arm, I think, with your big old face on.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know if you saw this, don't look.
Song cake.
What were you like in school? What was your nickname in school?
Did I have a nickname?
You must have. Look at you, come on.
I did have a nickname. I think I may have several. One was Spirit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's got a woo.
They would call me that because, I don't know, because I dressed in a very spiritual way, I guess. I have no idea.
Do you by spiritual, do you mean billowy? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Like a caftan.
Yeah, that was one. Yeah, that was probably the biggest one. I mean, outside of that, it was probably a nickname with my hair, like Claudio Phil or something like that.
That's very clever. That's very clever, yeah.
You know.
I got Jesus and Gandalf.
Oh, look at you. Those are two great ones.
They're two great ones. You and I went to different schools. This is in South Wales. I was lucky to be alive. So just talking about names and the naming of things, because it's quite important to the music you do, the vision you do, the comic books you do, the songs. You make up a lot of characters. When you write songs and you name the parts, as it were, is that quite important to you to kind of finish it off, like Sister Spider, things like that? Do you, Sid the Butcher, do you think I've got to give them the right name for the song to be kind of complete, for it to kind of work? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's, you know, when I think of, like, for example, Creature and Sister Spider, like that was almost more of an homage to like classic horror movies. You know, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Sister Spider was loosely based off of like the movie Tarantula / Witchblade Sisters. You know, so it was like every once in a while a character will be like directly influenced by something outside of my life, whereas like when I think of like Blindside Sunny wasn't even a character until the song was written, and when I started to you know, kind of get that, you know, that those like sort of nuances in the tune, it was like, oh, this could be a character.
Yes.
You know, it's just about sort of being blindsided and not, you know, trying to find a way to kind of navigate that, you know. That song informed a character, which then informed a motive in the story, and I got a pretty cool villain out of it.
Of course. You're good at villains.
Oh, yeah.
You are. Was it, I think we once talked about, we have this conversation every couple of years, where there was a point in Claudio's life, I'm sure you don't mind telling people, where he almost thought a Broadway musical.
Yes.
Yeah, and that made me so happy, I almost passed out. And then it never came to anything, which made me sad. But that was when we first showed Number City. And because Number City always feels to me like the end of a kind of West End show.
Right.
Now, I'll ask you this, every couple of years it's like the Olympics. What's happening to the musical?
Nothing.
Oh, God.
But no, so I still have that material. And I've always, you know, it's still there. So the musical was a musical rendition of Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray. And so I was just asked if, you know, if I'd be interested in doing that. And so I just took the initiative to read the book, and I just started writing material for it. And I got about the first act of the way through it. The opening number, which is called The Son of Love and Death, which in my mind, that is the name of the musical, is a 12-minute song about the origin of Dorian Gray. Now in the book, they don't really talk much about that. They do talk about his, Oscar talks about his parents getting together, her grandfather sort of separating them, having the husband executed. And I found that part of the book really interesting, so, so I sort of constructed more of it and loved it. So The Son of Love and Death is super cool. It's actually what informed one of the other numbers we're gonna talk about today, which is A Window of the Waking Mind. Because I loved that so much, I wanted to try to implement that. And I didn't want to just take The Son of Love and Death and change the lyrics and make it, you know.
The Son of Death and Love.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to do that. So I created A Window of the Waking Mind out of that, the song.
Just go back to obviously some of the process, obviously, which you'll talk with Bob and Jace about, and you being in the bedroom, being the most annoying child in New York State. When did you first write a song that you thought, this actually feels like a song?
Oh my God, that's such a good question, Phil. I have no idea. I've written so many songs.
Oh, so many.
I have. You know, not too long ago, I started to digitally catalog the 4-track tapes that, you know, we were talking about. I remember a time where my friend and I were sitting at a piano. This is the first band we were in. writing love songs for these girls in middle school that we were, you know,
in love with.
I guess.
Yeah. Love and death. All the way, dude.
So we just. So I guess
what was that band called?
That band, so it had many names. First it was Dark Ecstasy, then it became Toxic Parents. Those were, so this was my middle school band. I didn't sing in it I just played guitar, but we wrote a song together, just fooling around. It was just in the moment.
Yes.
And I can still hear it. I can't sing it. It's just like, Anne Marie, you know, but it was enough for me to be like, oh, now that I look at it, it's like, oh shit, I was really expressing myself as a kid, you know, like, but then, you know, that was it, you know. And then as a guitar player, you know, we used to write songs, my friend Pat and I, we wrote many, but, you know, we wrote one about the Barney character from... Of
course, Anne-Marie, Barney,
A,
B, what was C?
We also had one, which, by the way, was pretty good. It was called Led Zeppelin Sucks. Like, I could still sing that one. And I didn't sing it. He wrote the lyrics. And at the time, I don't think we even knew who Led Zeppelin were, but...
But they sucked.
Yeah, like, we were real wild. We wrote a bunch of songs.
It's weird because you just talked about, not to cut across you there, but you obviously talked to Jace about, and we've spoken about this many times, about the allegorical nature of your lyrics and how you kind of shield things. But clearly in middle school, you were singing your heart out to Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
When did the shutters come down emotionally, Claudio?
You know what? I wasn't doing that that was just me and a friend. And that's the thing about music. Like, very introverted, like I am. But when it comes to like music and the connection that I have with whoever that I'm experiencing this language with, that only we in the room can understand, is when I become very open. Very open. And at that time, I wasn't a singer. You know, I was just, you know, expressing myself with a good friend of mine who also had the same feelings for someone else.
The same girl? Oh, there was someone, thank God.
Yeah.
That's a whole other song.
Yeah, and, you know, it to us, it was, you know, that's when I was my most, like, I feel my most normal, if that makes sense.
Yes, no.
You know?
When you're expressing your art.
Yeah.
And can I say, as you obviously talk about being a guitarist, and you're a fine guitarist, but do you find as you've got older, you've started writing more on a piano now, or is it still the guitar first and foremost?
I think it's a little bit of everything now. Like, I love to just experiment. You know, I have the space to do it, the materials to do it. This run out here, I've been writing more on guitar.
Okay.
Just because I try to, typically when I'm home, there's like this gear anxiety because there's so much stuff. So I came out here and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bring a computer. I'm going to do everything on my iPhone and attempt it that way and see if I can write a song for every city that I'm in.
Wow.
And I've done it. And it's great. It's
got a little there.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's just check.
I mean, not fully, but...
Any of them any good?
I think there's some potential.
How was the Cardiff song? I speak as a Welshman.
Wow, I don't have my phone on, but we could listen to it right now.
Damn! Damn it all to hell.
Well, you know, but they're like, you know, they're not full. Some of them are way more arranged than others, but it's purely just to be like, what will this moment inspire? Let me document it as best as I can for the time that I can give it, and then when I get home, I'll listen to all of it, and I'll see which ones are worth like fully exploring.
Is that part of just working the muscle? I know quite a lot of songwriters who just kind of write something every day just to kind of work the muscle. Is it part of that as well? Or?
I mean, I think for me, it's just I always like writing. And this was an interesting experiment because, again, I only had a guitar. So it brought me back to, when we were talking earlier, the 4-track. You know, now the phone is basically the 4-track.
Yes.
You know, you get the right little interface and, you know, you can plug a microphone into it, you can plug a guitar into it. So that was my approach when I left the States, was like, well, I'd love to bring this gadget out with me, but that makes no sense. Well, I have my phone. Why don't I just figure that out and, you know.
Use technology for good.
Yeah.
And I've asked you, and I asked Blaze, your manager, who's a lovely man, he's over there. I asked you to pick some photos from the archive.
I didn't pick any of these photos.
I know you didn't. Oh no, I did. No, sorry, Blaze. Can we get photo 1 up, please?
Oh man.
Look at this. Now then.
Yeah. That's a wild man. Where'd you get that photo?
What did that guitar ever do to you?
I still have that guitar.
Do you? So tell us, where are you at this point? What are you doing? Your hair is very neat, Claudio.
Yeah. I don't know where we are. Probably a youth center. Well, that's Travis and Mike. I'm gonna assume that's Josh. I can't tell. I can't see the kit. Oh yeah, no, where the symbol is. Oh wait.
Someone said yes then.
Oh yeah, it's got to be because that amplifier is too big for like when we were not.
So is this first album? Before the first album?
Yeah, this is second stage probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's a Boy Sets Fire T-shirt. So yeah, we're on tour. This is we're probably touring, probably playing like somebody's like basement, like the Octopus Palace in Virginia or something.
Everyone loves you there. It's a marvelous place. Still go. And I mean, and you're just playing like say clubs and about 50 people, maybe less.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this could be very well this looks like a basement. This could be a basement show.
Yeah. And were they? I mean, looking back, I know it's to kind of romanticize the past, but were they good times then?
Yeah. I mean, we were getting to know each other. You don't like getting in a van and experiencing life with people 24 hours a day. It's different. You know, I had known Travis since we were like 13. I kind of got to know Mike early. I always knew Josh because we played in the scenes together, but we were like learning. Like none of us had ever done this before. So we were definitely having a good time. I mean, I think I was still trying to figure out who I was, you know, like.
You look so young. Maybe it's the hair as well. You're still trying to work on your haircut. And you wear glasses on stage, which is kind of wild. I'm surprised you kept them on.
Yeah.
Or managed to keep them on, I mean.
Yeah, I didn't have any contacts at the time.
Oh, no, of course.
I got my eyes corrected. I don't like it at all.
Why? What happened? Are you seeing like devils and stuff now? That's spaceships? Lasers?
No, you know what it is? It's like, I told my wife, it's like I traded my introvert eyes for extrovert eyes, and I don't like it.
How do you mean?
Because now I can see everything. Back then I used to just take my glasses off and everything was blurry. Now I see it all. So now I put my readers on. So I because I have to wear readers now. It's like,
everyone in here wears readers. It's fine. You're in good company.
I didn't have to. Well, I wore
this is a safe space for myopic people. You're fine. So now you can see the audiences. That must be weird.
I can, yeah.
So did you enjoy not seeing the audience?
No, I would wear contacts. That's the thing is like, you know, when I say that, like, on stage playing music, I feel my most extroverted. You know?
Yes.
It's in those moments in between where I get super shy.
Yeah.
Where you have to interact with the audience. I think I've gotten better at it in time. But no, it's just typically like in life, like when I'm on the train for something.
Yes.
You know, like just take my glasses off.
Go about your day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now I have to put my glasses on for that.
No, it's weird because obviously I sort of knew you before you were famous, I suppose, really, and then I sort of knew you on your way to being famous, and now you're famous. And well, look at these lovely people. Claudio, I've interviewed Claudio many times. He is one of the musicians that when you arrange an interview, he does the interview. He turns up, he answers the phone, blah, 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 always on time. And you were upstate in New York once, and he was from Here to the Sun. It's just after the album came out, from Full Sun, sorry. And I called you and you didn't answer. And I thought, oh God, he's dead, or stuck under something heavy. And eventually you called back and you said, Phil, I'm so sorry. We just bumped into some people who had walked down the aisle from Here to Mars. Do you remember that?
Right, yeah.
And you were like, this never happens to us. I mean, and obviously that was the first time I think of many because your fans love you. Do you get more of that now? Because I mean, you were generally so shocked. You were like, they walked down the aisle from Here to Mars.
Yeah.
And obviously weird time. But that was an amazing moment for you. I remember that really clearly.
Yeah, I mean, that one, Wake Up is another. Our Love has been Here to Mars.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Corner My Confidence might be that for some.
Yes, very much, yes.
But yeah, there are some songs that, you know, they're love songs. COHEED&CAMBRIA is a love song writing band.
Yes, absolutely. I've never thought otherwise.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's even in the name of the band, COHEED&CAMBRIA. It's about two people like overcoming obstacles together, basically, you know. The and is probably the most important part of the band name, you know. But yeah, it happens a lot more now, for sure.
I remember you generally, I could tell you were quite touched by the moment. I was trying to shout at you saying you're late, and you were like, Phil, I had a moment. And it was really beautiful. Well, look, just going back to the fans a second, you posted something on Instagram the other day that I'll be honest, I thought was quite shocking. I've seen your logo tattooed many times on people. You posted a photo of somebody's arm, I think, with your big old face on.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know if you saw this, don't look. You'll never unsee it. No offense, you know I adore you. But I mean, of all the faces to have on your arms, it wouldn't be this one.
Dude, one time it was me riding a dragonfly naked. I think I've said
that's on my back.
Yeah, so it was wild. And I looked like, one of those like little troll toys.
Yes.
It was kind of cool. It was very creative. But it was wild. I think I have a picture of that somewhere.
Don't lie to us. It's in your phone.
It's in
the song about Cardiff. That's Dragonfly tattoo. So the guy with the tattoo on his arm, who will always be single.
Oh, it was a lady.
Oh, it was a lady. She had a big old arm. No offense if you're watching this. It's a lot of face. It was a lady. Well, she came to me and went, Claudio, do you want to lick my arm? What did she say?
No, she just showed me, and I was like, I have to take a picture of that to send to my mom and dad.
Yes. They must have been delighted.
Yeah.
Just going back to what we were talking about the love songs, because obviously Wake Up I always thought was a love song, and Pavilion, A Long Way Back, which is your kind of Wanted Dead or Alive, Home Sweet Home kind of, I'm fed up of being on tour kind of song.
Yeah.
I can't see how people would have missed the point of that song. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Pavilion, A Long Way Back, it's very jolly and very beautiful song, but it's full of sadness, that song.
Yeah.
I could almost hear your wife and child in the song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's weird because when you write something like that, because that is a very open song. That's like a wound of a song, isn't it? I mean, where did that come from? Just from being out on tour?
Yeah. When you see the video, it's like that venue kind of paints that picture, like the dirty carpets, things are never like quite uniformed, especially when you're in like the smaller sort of venues. But of course, like I was like, okay, well now the Pavilion needs to be a place in the story, and where's it? And I took it from an old movie theater in Brooklyn that closed down. It became a Nighthawk, but I always liked, in terms of the picture that I saw in my mind, there was like this roundabout, and it was on the corner, and I was like, okay, well the Pavilion will be this massive tunnel, this circular tunnel, and all that stuff. But the song is extremely about longing for home and not being in the position that I'm in, and that's a theme that kind of makes its way into a lot of Coheed songs. I think the other song that we're going to talk about is "Goodbye Sunshine," which is kind of a similar
vibe. Yeah, and absolutely. I've always thought your stuff was. That's probably why we got on. I always thought your stuff was really quite emotional. Talking of emotional, shall we look at picture number 2?
Oh, yes, we shall. Oh.
Now that you've clearly just cleaned up a dead body, or you've opened a meth lab, or you're going to paint somebody's house. Which one is it?
I wish we were painting a house. We are on the photo shoot for Shoulders.
Ah.
Yep.
Why are you all dressed like nobody told the other one what they were going to turn up wearing?
You've
got one of these too? Oh shit.
Yeah, no, that was the outfit that we decided on. This uniform for the video.
It's colourful, it's nice.
Yeah, it's colorful, yeah. Look at Josh right now, he's like...
I know. He's in his happy place,
Everyone
I think.
is such a character.
Yes. No, you are. You are like comic book characters. You've kind of managed to kind of, manifest that into like a real living thing.
Yeah.
So just going back to just the graphic novels, I know there was a much more informed part of the band earlier on. Which gives you more pleasure now, or is it equal thing? It just feeds each part of the beast, basically. The comic books and the music, they just kind of meld into one?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the music is really where it all sort of starts from. So it's like, I wake up in the morning, and that's the first thing I do, is before I like do any of like my, obligations, or like, or like when it's a school day or something and I need to get my son ready, like I'm usually up before him, and first thing I do is go into my studio area and I see if something comes out of it, I've always loved writing music, but it's also become a lot of fun for me to see it all kind of transform into something like disconnected and more grandiose, and and I get to do that with my wife, which is, it's kind of cool.
That is cool. It's, keeps you together kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because again, going back to, so is it 10 years now from The Colour Before the Sun, I think?
Oh yeah, I think just celebrated 10 years.
And because we talked a lot around that time, and you were not in, I would call a good place. You were very happy in New York. You'd been arrested by the FBI for the house in...
Right.
Do you not know that story? Him and his wife were arrested. Do you want to tell them that story?
No,
it's remarkable.
We weren't arrested.
They were arrested. You were taken in by the FBI.
Yeah, well, we were renting a house. At the time, I had this house in the country where I wrote Afterman, wrote a fair.
Those, yeah.
Oh, no World for Tomorrow. I think some of that was written there. Anyway, it was transformed into a grow house by renters.
Do you know what that is? Just to be clear. When people take over a house and they grow weed in it on an industrial scale. I'm sure looking at you lot, you do know what that is.
Yeah. Like this was like a $300,000 a month like operation. It was like insane. And it was like a ghost family that we rented the house to. But anyway, my wife and I, we at that time we wanted to try something different. We moved to Brooklyn. We got pregnant with our son. Just as we thought, maybe we'd go back to the house. Or actually, we didn't think we would go back to the house. We were going to do a walkthrough. We got a wild call by the tenants saying that somebody broke into the house. We left, we're not going back. So we had our realtor go to the house, check it out, and it turned out that there was nothing in the house. The door was busted open. The floorboards were all warped from how hot they cooked the house. It was a real mess. So we went up there, we figured that out, and we sort of tried to get the pieces back together, but the insurance company wouldn't cover the claim because they thought we were involved. So then my wife and I were questioned, and then our son was born. We moved back up there after, eventually they did fix the house, and moved back up there and realized we didn't want to stay. It wasn't as inspiring as we'd hoped, and so we moved back to the city, and we've been there ever since.
Yes. But the FBI, don't forget that bit.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I noticed you just went around that a little bit, if I'm honest.
I mean, it's cooler if that,
Yeah, if you'd gone to jail, that'd have been hilarious. Yeah. Shall we do one more photo? Look at this.
Wow!
I know, look, what a monster.
Oh, look at that skinny, that's a skinny jean era. I wish Blaze would have showed me this one before. I tried this and it did not work. It does not work for me.
Can we talk about one, where are you? Two, what's going on with the hair? Is this when you sort of look like your granddad? You said you'd cut your hair. Not cut your hair, but is it all tied up?
Oh, it's like braided.
Yeah. Cool.
Ooh, yeah. That's a cool guitar.
Cling to that. The guitar's nice. And where do we think we are at this point? Do we know?
We're at like I'm really bad at that. It looks like a festival of some sort, maybe. I have no idea.
And were you enjoying tie-dye at this time, or was it just a one-off?
Oh, no, I enjoy tie-dye.
Oh, well, that's good.
I do. I don't know if when COHEED started out in the 90s, instead of so most people like living in upstate New York or just outside the city, commuter town, you would think like I would go into the city to play music. I decided to go the opposite direction, and I went to Woodstock, and I had like some hippie tendencies, man.
You've wanted to make a guitar for the long time.
I did, yeah.
Yes, and so when you finally settled on it, was it very hard to decide it was the jackhammer?
No, the name was before the guitar.
A bit like your songs.
Yeah.
Just saying, like finishing off, yeah.
Yeah, just because the line "man your own jackhammer" just made so much sense to me. But yeah, that's it.
Do you want to pick it up and hold it for the people?
Yeah.
If someone said to me, Claudio's going to design a guitar, what's it going to look like? I would have won £1,000 and guessed it would look like that.
Yeah.
When you brought it in earlier, the guitar case wasn't big enough for it. It wasn't, no, seriously, I was talking to your pro tour manager. So when they said to you, like, you can have your own guitar, what was your starting point, apart from obviously making it into a weapon?
Well, so I just started this company.
It's Evil Instruments?
Yeah.
And you're the least evil man I know.
It's
so weird, yeah.
So I did it like just because EI, Evil in Comics, Evil Instruments, it just tried to connect it to, I just figured I wanted my own Explorer for ages. I mean, I've been playing the E2 for however long, and it just hasn't really come to fruition. So I thought, and instead of waiting, I'm just going to do my own thing. I still play Gibson. I love Gibson, but I wanted to do something my own. So I collaged this body type, tributing the two guitars that I played. One was that not that SG, but the one in the first picture.
Okay.
My SG Special. So that's where the horn sort of comes into play. And then the E2, which has all these like contours. But then, I just sort of collaged this body type together. I wanted to do more of a traditional style headstock.
Can I ask, what was the first song you wrote on this guitar, do you know?
What is the first song I got? Honestly, I have no idea.
Is this your live guitar now?
This is a live guitar, yeah. And this is the white mahogany, whereas we have a brown walnut, which is a little heavier. This one's definitely more a lighter body than you would think. And then I customized this one. So typically it's like black pickguard, but we did this this reflective gold to sort of tribute Phil Lynott.
Ah, nice.
You know, so the black one has a gold reflector on it, mirrored pickguard, and
yeah. Well, weirdly, Wolfgang brought in the guitar he's had made as well.
Oh yeah.
And that was obviously a very lovely moment. And how much does yours go for?
This one I think is 1,600.
It's a little less than Wolfgang's. Well done. Yes, yeah.
16, 17.
I thought he was pushing it, and I told him so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This one's cheap, a little cheaper than the walnut because the walnut is a denser wood. That one I think is like $18.99, and then there's like the American customs that are like, those are really like higher like priced and. But yeah, they did really well. They sold out the first week, the first day,
That's amazing.
Even the American standard, the American customs. I thought we only made 3 of them. They sold 12. They were like,
they just took the order.
Well,
Give us 2 weeks.
Like, first, I thought there was only 3, and then management was like, "No, there's 10," and they want to add 2 extras just because they sold out of the 10. And I was like, "What? Are you kidding me? Who's buying that?"
I remember.
But yeah, I'm really proud of it. I think it's super cool. I love them. That's the other thing. Is like, you know, you're taking a real risk.
Yes.
You know,
it's
like
your names on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly,
And I have to like to play it for it
to make sense.
Yeah.
I know you're the New York band. Any thoughts on Ace Frehley passing? Were you a Kiss fan when you were young?
Oh my God! One of my favorite movies as a kid was Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Was it?
Yeah,
that's an awful film.
And I,
yeah, well done.
It's an awful film. But my friend Patrick and I, we used to watch it all the time. All the time. We spent a lot of time together, and that's like my fondest memory of Kiss is that movie.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And for my bachelor party, Ace wasn't in the band at the time, but we did go to see Kiss at MSG.
Do you ever dress up as Kiss?
We've talked about it, but we've never done it.
I didn't mean Coheed, I meant you and your mates when you were kids.
Oh, no, that's what I mean.
Sorry.
That too. I mean, our kid, like Travis's son, Rory, got dressed as Gene Simmons one year. But yeah, it's sad. Ace was nasty.
Yeah, he was great, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Claudio Sanchez. Thank you, man. Every time.
Song cake.